secretaries candidates. Sitting to his immediate right.
Your Excellency, my name is Frank Ilaboya, I'm a West Chairman.
Secretary to this committee and basic education consultant.
Good morning, Your on the screening of nominees for the local government secretaries in Edo State. With your kind permission, sir, I would wish to read our report. The committee was inaugurated on Tuesday, February 2020, Godwin Nogegase Obaseki, Executive Governor of Edo State, at the ESCO Chambers. This committee is constituted as follows: Anselm Ojezua, Chairman; Anthony O. Okungbowa, Esquire, Head of Service, Member; Dr. Joan Osa of Yahweh, Member; Pastor Mrs. Aikorioje Caroline Oziengbe, Secretary; Honorable Member; Honorable Hime, Board Member for Edo Central; and Reverend Father Anthony Ekaisomi, Board Member, Edo North. Our mandate was to screen nominees for the position of Education Secretary as submitted by the Local Government Council Chairman through the Edo State Universal Basic Education Board, SUBEB, with a view to assessing and ascertaining their qualifications and eligibility for subsequent recommendation to His Excellency the Governor for appointment. A total of 50 tabs were out in the appendix we refer to as Appendix 1. The methodology we adopted, Your Excellency, was that in order to facilitate the process, the committee was provided with a proposed list of criteria for determining eligibility. The said list is as follows: that each nominee must have done Edo Best training, has 4 or more years in service, is computer literate or a fast learner, excellent written and oral communication skills, ability to problem solve, and must have submitted 9 copies of their curriculum vitae. A 2-page written statement was also required by each nominee of their vision for education in the local government area and what they may have learnt so far in Edo Best. At its inaugural meeting, held on Monday, the 8th of February 2021, the committee considered those criteria and adopted same as appropriate. The committee also observed that contrary to His Excellency's directive calling for 3 nominees from each local government area, most of the local government chairmen submitted only 1 name each. This development could have left the committee with a fait accompli. Hence, the committee directed that all those local government nations. Extension of time for submission of additional nominees was therefore granted till Friday, 12th February 2021. Having set the criteria, the committee went further to determine the framework for the exercise as follows: 1, to scrutinize the supporting documents for each nominee and to establish parameters for assessment of the nominees in the interviews to be conducted by the committee. The committee found, as a matter of fact, that some of the applicants were not eligible, either by age or service, having regards to the said criteria earlier referred to herein. Those nominees were therefore summarily removed from the list We have listed them out, in the report, sir. The nominee from Esan Northeast, Mrs. Osegale Mary, was exempted from the exercise because of the decision by the state government that she was to remain in her duty post to forestall the attempt by the Nigeria Union of Teachers to re-rule her out of office for her dogged compliance with the rules and policies of government as acting education secretary, and in spite of stiff opposition by retrogressive forces in her local government. To further deepen the process, the committee availed itself of the professional input of the technical partner. She was requested to provide assessment parameters as well as highlight relevant factors to test the knowledge, competence, and ability of each nominee, having regards to the role of an education secretary. What she came up with is attached here to as Appendix 2. Thereafter, the interviews were scheduled to hold as follows. On the 18th of February 2021 was for Edo South, 19th of February 2021 for Edo Central, and 22nd of February 2021 for Edo North. The interviews were held as scheduled, and the exercise was very helpful and revealing. At the end of the interview sessions, the committee found 16 nominees from 13 local government areas to have performed satisfactorily and in some cases exceptionally well. Significantly, 3 nominees from Oredo and 2 from Orion performed very well. However, the nominees from 5 local government councils failed to meet our expectations. They include Ikpobaoka, Obia Northeast, Unhuode, Etako East, and Etako West. In the light of our finding above, the committee is recommending the appointment and deployment of those nominees who have done well in Oredo and Orion to Unhuode, Ikpobaoka, and Obia Northeast. For Etako West and Etako East, the committee requested the board member from Edo North to scout for and recommend 3 other nominees from each of the local governments for interview on Monday, the 1st of March, 2021. The 6 nominees entered before the committee on Monday, the 1st of March, satisfactorily. At the end of the exercise, this committee has found the following 18 teachers who have offered themselves to serve in the capacity of Education Secretary of the local government to be worthy and competent to do so. We therefore feel confident to recommend them to be appointed and deployed as follows. 1. Esan Central, Oni Idialu E. Ejimiagbon. Esan Northeast.
When you say SGL, what does that mean?
Salary grade level.
And BOA?
Date of first appointment and DOB, date of birth. These were the basic parameters for eligibility. For Esan Southeast, Omojahio Kingsley O. Esan West, Ehizo Nyanya Paul Irabo. Igweben Agui Lydia. Akoko Edo Agbaje Nicholas Babalola. Etako Central Ilega Aperiaye Peter. Etako East Okpo Alice Jume. Etako West Aliu Yusuf. Owan East Idon Oshiame Ekore Gloria. Owan West Irayame Omoiko J. Oliver. Ego Irahon Nusakare Owen. Bobaoka Enoma Isokpa Osaogiagbon, Oredo Osage Osawe, Orion Agedo Gideons Agbongiaze, Ovia Northeast Igodaro Augustine, Ovia Southwest Izeko Uyi, Uhunde Osakpawan Peter Imariagbe. Finally, the committee is grateful to His Excellency for trusting us with this seemingly simple but critical and delicate task. We do hope we met the expectations of Your Excellency's confidence, and all the members of the committee have signed. May I just add that there is no minority report. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Mr. Chairman, I was hoping you present the report to Mr. Governor.
Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor, interesting meeting that took much longer than I thought. But to also thank you immensely. This is perhaps one of the most efficient committees we have set up in the life of our administration. Within a month of setting the committee up, they were able to go through the work and produce their report within that 30 days time frame which we give them. So I'm truly, truly grateful to each and every one of you. I am sure, having gone through this exercise, you now understand why we asked you to go through this process. Like you said, it might seemingly look simple, but this position is at the crux of our basic education administration. Once we do not have strong managers at the local government level, then everything falls apart. So this is just another stepping stone, another plank in the governance framework for our educational system, particularly Edo Best. Everything is made or marred at the governance level. No matter how brilliant the idea is, no matter how much money you put into the process, if you do not find credible men and women at the local government level to help supervise the teachers and the school system at that level, then everything falls apart. So I'm happy that we went through the first stage of just identifying quality people who we hope will have the integrity to man these positions we're appointing them to. It's also important that before you disband, you also recommend an onboarding session for them. You know, a very thorough onboarding session in which they will be put through the do's and don'ts. We're doing things differently now, very different from the past. These people have been appointed based on merit. Like I've said, we will not politicize education in Edo State, because we want the best for the children of Edo State. So you're going to help us now quickly put in place an onboarding session for them, which should be rigorous and in-depth, because these are the people who are going to rewrite or restart that whole process of the new educational process in our state. These will be the governance champions of our educational system. So if you don't mind, if you can spend a few hours, a few days, just helping us, how will be given to them, the resource persons that should be brought in, and then that will complete the process. I have accepted this report and hereby confirm those appointments, which should be made immediately. I'm not sure we need to swear them in. If they can start the onboarding session, then at that point, I'll be able to meet with them and give them my own admonitions. Once again, I want to thank you immensely. Thank you very, very much. And to say we cannot pay you enough for this. Thank you.
And with those remarks from Mr. Governor, we've come to the end of this event.
Hey there. Subscribe to my channel. And also press this bell icon.